Hello again, everybody. Steve Maxwell Jr. here at the Illinois store. This is a 22-inch A Zildjian that is from the 70s. It's a heavy one, 2,991 grams, machine hammered, with 2 rivets. It's had a pretty high bell. It's the typical A. It's in good shape though. So I'm going to hammer and lathe it, and I'm going to do bell hammering. I'm going to do hammering all over to add complexity, and then I'm going to take a good amount of weight off of it, but I'll still try and make it into a versatile cymbal. But this cymbal I'm going to completely change the character of. It's still the most high quality metal that you can possibly get, but I'm going to really turn it into something that's like a lot more similar to complex kind of hand hammered ride cymbal with like the asymmetry of all the different extensive hammering. I'm just going to do all over it. So first I'm going to play it here for you. This is before the modification, and then we'll bring it over there, and then I'll show you the process of hammering and lathing, and then we'll bring it back here, and we'll play it again for you so you can you can weigh in on what you think in the comments. So here's the bell, and then stroke. It has the 2 rivets, which we're going to keep in the cymbal for later. But it's very heavy. You can see it's so heavy, you almost like, the rivets aren't very present just because there's so much weight. Generally, rivets kind of just quiet a cymbal down, the wash, but this is just so heavy, it just keeps on vibrating. Okay, shoulder. And then crash. So it's a heavy cymbal. I wouldn't quite say it's a boat anchor. I mean, this could be a good big band cymbal. So the cymbal, as you can hear, it has a pronounced bell, really a ton of stick definition. I like the way it sounds when you play it hard and when you lay into it, but then at quieter volumes, it has just kind of a mid-rangey tone that for me doesn't really do it, and it's just a little bit of it's too symmetrical for me, a little bit too simple of a sound that's coming off of it, almost like just kind of bell-like, just to get that simple tone. I want to keep a little bit of the stick definition, but I want to add a lot of complexity and make it so in my mind it's more versatile. So you still get enough stick definition to play it in, let's say, like a big band or a 9-piece band or a rock group where you're dealing with a lot of amplification, so it can still cut through. But then I want to give it some capabilities for playing in, let's say, like a coffee house or something like that. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to take the rivets out, and then I'm going to lathe it. And like I said, hammer, lathe, and you'll be able to watch that process. everybody. So the cymbal is completed. I misspoke earlier. I said it was a 22, but it's actually a 21. It came out to 2,364 grams. It had tons of hammering, and I really was successful on this one. Pretty much getting, it's a little bit more dry, definitely much more low pitched. And this is the day after, so it sat for a little bit. After like a week, the sound changed a little bit, but after 24 hours, you pretty much get very, very close to kind of like the final sound. But cymbals, they change over time, even just from playing them a lot. It actually changes the way they sound. But I put 2 rivets back in it, and then, as you saw in the video, tons of hammering. And like I wanted to do, I really kept a lot of the stick definition, but made it more complex and a little bit more kind of low pitch and just versatile, in my opinion, for many different types of gigs. So I'll play it for you here. And just about the cymbal, the sounds that I'm getting, you hear how the shoulder now is way different than the other tones. And then the bell is much, much lower pitched. I did some bell hammering, and then I also lathed a lot off the bell. So I've just really completely changed the characteristic, but it still has stick definition, which is exactly what I was going for, because this is kind of like a medium lightweight. That's what I would call it. So yeah, there you have it. This one was a real success. I hammered it quite a bit, and I would just kind of call it like a radically complex kind of sound that we're getting from it. And over time, they generally kind of open up even more. But after 24 hours, that's like 90% of the way to the way it's going to sound, and down the road. So check it out. It's at our Illinois store, and we're going to be making tons more of these. We can also take people's cymbals and modify them. So if you send them over to us and give us, the sound you're going for, we can do that. So just contact us at the Illinois store if you're interested in either the lathing or the hammering, And as usual, thanks for listening.